What's up guys, it's here Bayanino or Quadigy, and welcome back to another video of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing some of the feedback that Infinity Ward has given to the community, and what I think about Modern Warfare 2 in general, and what I think they should do to really improve the game. As it stands right now, Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is not that bad of a Call of Duty, but it could be so much freaking better, like straight up. But they just refuse to listen to us, it seems like, especially with the community feedback that they gave us today. So if you guys are excited for some spicy takes by myself, I usually don't do these types of commentary videos because I don't feel like you guys care about my thoughts. You guys would rather hear somebody else more intelligent talk about it. But I've got some good takes to talk about as well. So thank you for being here and watching this video if you do take the time to do that. So like I said, drop a like in the video, subscribe, turn on those post notices. Without further ado, let's talk about some Modern Warfare 2. First of all, I think I'm going to talk about the feedback that Infinity Ward has given us and tackle some of the points, and then we'll talk about my general thoughts about Modern Warfare 2 and what I think they should do to improve the game. So first off, they talked about the minimap dot rules. They said, currently in the Modern Warfare 2 beta, we only show enemy player dots when a UAV is active. The design reason for that is that we do not want to punish players for firing their fucking weapons. We also want players to actively search out the origin of a gunshot versus just traveling directly to where the dot is on the minimap. We continue to gather feedback on how the game is playing in regards to this topic. This was such a bullshit response, I'm sorry, but like, we do not want to punish players for firing their weapons. If they don't want to be punished, they just put on a fucking suppressor. With this, you basically mitigate the use of the suppressor. I'm still going to use the suppressor anyways, because obviously when people do have a UAV up, then you can see the red dot on the minimap. So a suppressor is still useful in a sense, but it's like the suppressor pretty much nullifies this point, and the suppressor is the solution to this point, rather than punishing the minimap, which should be by default showing red dots if you're firing an unsuppressed weapon. I don't know why they made this a point and thought that it was an intelligent way to do so, and they probably made this point back in Modern Warfare 2019 as well, which is just really ridiculous. I don't know if anybody remembers, but remember the Modern Warfare 2019 beta first started off with no minimap in general, and then for the second weekend of the beta they gave us a minimap because we complained so much, but it's just the red dots don't show up. It's just like, what's the point? I don't know. It's just like, why are they doubling down on this is just dumb to me. So let me know your guys' thoughts on the minimap in the current game of multiplayer. So the second point they tackled here is target tracking. They know that when you shoot your gun, there's a lot of smoke that comes out of the weapons, and it's kind of hard to see your opponents because of this smoky effect. They said they'll be working on trying to reduce that, which is nice. I think that's a really good way to go about it. I usually just put a suppressor on and I'm good. But if they could just fix it for all the regular weapons and you can run unsuppressed and, you know, see that smoke less, that's perfect. Next up, they talk about the UI or the user interface. And yeah, when I first freaking played the game, the beta, the Modern Warfare 2 UI is just garbage. It really freaking is. After a while, obviously after playing the game for 3 days, I got used to it. So I can get used to it whatever way they have it. It's just unintuitive because there's just smoother ways to kind of organize the information they put out in the menus, and you know, they definitely need to work on that, which they said that they will. Now they're talking about the perk system. They feel like with the perk system, it's a nice shakeup to how perks work and to the general progression of a match. So it seems like they're gonna keep this perk system in the game no matter what we say. We've also balanced the ultimate perks to be more powerful as you earn them later in the match. We'll continue testing throughout beta weekend 2, including drastically accelerating the earn rate of these to see how players react. So I think this could be a viable solution, making sure that you can get your ultimate perk and your bonus perk a lot faster, just because these perks end up useless in certain situations, and they definitely need to make this perk system better. Honestly, I personally don't care about the perk system. Like, I'm not either for or against it, but I would say I prefer the classic perk system. I just want to choose my 3 perks, have them active at all times, and I can go. But what I do like about this perk system is that I can have 4 perks, and if I perform extremely well in the beginning of a match, then I have 4 perks to mess around with. The only issue I have personally with this perk system is that if specialist bonus is coming to the game, how will it work? Will we be able to get all their perks instantly if we, you know, streak up? Or is specialist bonus just not going to be in this game? That's the only thing I'm worried of when it comes to this whole stupid perk system. Otherwise though, I really don't care how they do it. Let me know you guys' feedback on the perk system in the comment section below. The next thing they talk about is dead silence. And honestly, when it comes to the dead silence perk or field upgrade, I don't really care about it personally. I do think an option to have like a ninja perk or whatever, kind of like in Vanguard and Cold War multiplayer, would be nice, because then you can run that perk instead of having to run the field upgrade. But I'm fine with either one personally. Some people might be more wanting of the Dead Silence perk. For myself, I'm just like, I can run other field upgrades if I wanted, but I have to use Dead Silence because it's a pretty powerful field upgrade. And when you have it on and nobody else can have it on unless they have it as a field upgrade active, I think that gives you a really big advantage. And that's why I kind of like it as a field upgrade, because I can chain kills together really quickly and just body my opponents. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on Dead Silence as a field upgrade instead of a perk, or as a perk instead of a field upgrade. Regarding Footsteps, they are going to be nerfing Footsteps in the next iteration of this beta. They're reducing the range of footstep audio for various player movement states, jog, sprint, and tactical sprint, and this will help soften the cost of moving around the map. The second change is that the enemy and friendly footsteps are now distinct. Yeah, that always had me confused because it was kind of hard to tell what are my enemy's footsteps and what are my friendly footsteps, and I'd get scared sometimes. So really good that they're adding that change, and I think footsteps should be even better in the second weekend of the beta, which is really great. And finally, they kind of address slide canceling and its removal of it, which seems to be pretty positive in terms of community feedback. They're aware that people are still slide canceling because there's a way around it, and they're contemplating how to handle it for the second weekend of the beta. When it comes to slide canceling, personally, I don't care. I saw Dismo's take on this, and he's pretty much in the same boat. If you're a good player, you don't need to slide cancel, like straight up. If you see somebody else slide canceling, you've got enough gun skill, you'll be able to body them even if they're slipping and sliding across the map like a freaking fool. Like I said, these movement kings, they're movement gestures, bro. Like, in this game, I don't feel like the slide cancel is even that powerful, so I would say just keep it in the game for those that want to, like, pull off the freaking button combos to do it, because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna clap them. Even if I get clapped sometimes, I'm not gonna blame it on them. I'm gonna blame it on my lack of aim, because they're really not that hard to kill. So honestly, whether slide canceling in the game or not, I don't care. Either keep it in the game or remove it from the game. I'm still gonna play the game. And yeah, that pretty much ends the general community feedback that Infinity Ward gave. Really sucks that they're not gonna budge on the whole minimap thing. And the funny thing is that on the Xbox beta, when you're able to download it early for, you know, in preparation for tomorrow, when the Xbox and PC betas are gonna be alive, you could actually go into custom games, which is actually something that I did. I was gonna make that today's video if I was like, you know, I might get in trouble for this. So I decided not to do it. But I learned so much about this game by going into custom games. In the options, you can actually toggle the minimap to show red dots whenever you shoot your weapon. So it's legit the flip of a switch if they want to change the red dot. And another feature that I found interesting is that it said wrap kill streaks, which means you can get your kill streaks more than once in a single life, which is something that I always complain about. And I complained about since Modern Warfare 2019. You can only get your kill streaks once per life, which is stupid to me. So I wish they would fix those two things personally. And, you know, all I need is the advanced UAV. The nuke has to be at 25 kills, not stupid 30 kills. I think that is really dumb in my opinion if they do it just like Modern Warfare 2019. But I guess we'll see if the nuke is in the game when the full game comes out. I mean, they could do it this weekend with the second weekend of the beta, but I highly doubt they will. We'll have to find out. But yeah, that's pretty much it on Infinity Ward's, you know, end. For my own thoughts on this game, I think the game actually plays really well. Like I said, all those issues, they need to be fixed, but at the base, we have a very solid Call of Duty. I do not hate this beta like I did with Modern Warfare 2019. And I don't know if that's through just me being conditioned to play this style of Call of Duty again. I just know that when Modern Warfare 2019 was out, I was hating life. Like, literally, I hated, like, I could feel the SVMM really, really freaking badly. And nowadays I don't for certain reasons, but the SVMM was just off the charts. But more than that, the maps just weren't that good. They were just way too big for 6v6, and they just didn't flow as well as I think Headquarters wasn't in the beta as well. Now with these current Modern Warfare 2 maps, they blow the Modern Warfare 2019 beta maps out of the water. I really like Farm 18, I like Hotel, and I like whatever the third map is that's available. They took out Museum temporarily for some reason. They'll probably be back in the beta for the weekend, for the second weekend. But I think overall the map layouts were really good. Like, they're like 3-lane, you can sneak in through different routes as well and mix things up. And I just like how they play. I gotten really used to them and know how to pretty much juggernaut metal all of them. I really like the whole gunsmith system and the weapon progression in this game, especially. You know, it's really, really fast to level up, though I don't know if that's a thing for just a beta or if it'll be a thing in the actual game. I hope it's in the actual game where you don't actually have to grind as hard to level up your weapons. I love as that you're leveling up your weapons, you unlock new weapons within that same weapon family, and you can pretty much mix and match all the attachments to make each of the weapons extremely powerful, which I think is just such a dope concept that they put into this game. So the gunsmith is definitely a W. The maps are a W. And overall, the gameplay is a W. The hit detection is good. The time to kill is fast. People are divided on the time to kill. I personally don't care. The time to kill is fast. I love fast time to kill Call of Duties. Infinity Ward games are usually my favorite. You know, i.e. Modern Warfare 3, Ghost, and Infinite Warfare. Modern Warfare 2019 was a step down just because of all the design decisions that are also currently made on Modern Warfare 2. But Modern Warfare 2 is feeling more solid than Modern Warfare 2019, which is a good thing to step up from. So overall, I'm pretty positive about the game. I just wish there was a lot more kill streaks, you know, because they're pretty much the same kill streaks as Modern Warfare 2019's kill streaks. We really didn't get anything too new. They did add the AUG Overwatch from Modern Warfare 3 into Modern Warfare 2, though. The AUG Overwatch is actually going to be part of the second weekend here. But once again, I said I got into custom games on Xbox, and I tried out the AUG Overwatch, and it's exactly like the Modern Warfare 3 one, except it also pings enemies when they see enemies, and it'll mark it on the map for you, which is really dope. I think this game is solid. I'm going to have the advanced UAV. I'm going to have to get a nuke, you know, at 25 or 30. I really hope it's at 25, and I'll have fun on the game, as I have with every Call of Duty so far this year. But I don't think I'll fall in love with this Call of Duty unless they change the minimap, they make the nuke a 25 gun streak, they improve the perk system, though I don't really need that improvement personally. Just really need a nice advanced UAV, the nuke at 25, and they just continue to give us good updates every single season. That's honestly all I need personally. The time to kill is perfect, the gunsmith is good, the maps are good. I guess the kill streaks could get some improvement as well, like I said before, but I'm pretty satisfied with this Call of Duty at the end of the day. I just think this game has just so much potential, and it's in trouble because, you know, a lot of the community isn't really hearing their feedback heard from Infinity Ward. They just seem very deaf on deaf ears about wanting to budge out of the minimap, even though a beta is meant for testing purposes. They're just like, nope, we're not going to test the classic minimap. You'll just have to cry, which I think is really dumb. But at the end of the day, a lot of us are still going to play this game, and that's really what it comes down to. If you really wanted to make Infinity Ward listen, you would make this game bomb by not buying the game. Honestly, this is my job, so I'm still going to buy the game and provide entertaining content for you guys. But if you truly want to make this game better, the game has to undersell. Because, I mean, that's what happened with Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare was a good game. Let me say that. Infinite Warfare was an amazing game. But because people didn't buy it, people didn't buy into it or anything, they did a full 360 and went from the highest skilled Call of Duty and went into the lowest skilled Call of Duty, which is Modern Warfare 2019. And people sold into Modern Warfare 2019, even though the design decisions were stupid and trash. And they still continue on this track with Modern Warfare 2. And they're not the best Call of Duties. Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2 are definitely not the best Call of Duties. They'll be okay Call of Duties at the end of the day, but Infinite Warfare ranks above them entirely. And I'm sorry if that's a hot take. I know a lot of you guys are going to be pissed at that take, but if you did not play Infinite Warfare during that entire year, you did not give it a fucking chance, you are garbage. I'm sorry. I'm just putting the facts out there. I don't care if you guys hate me for saying that. It's just, go back to my Infinite Warfare videos. They're here on YouTube. Go back, look how far back I've come from uploading Call of Duty on this game, and you'll see that I had 1,000 times more fun in that Call of Duty than I've had in any of these recent Call of Duties. That's just the facts of it. But, yeah, that's pretty much my rant, my talk about Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. Like I said, it's a solid Call of Duty. It's great. It's not going to be the greatest Call of Duty of all time, as it should have been back in 2009, but it's still going to be solid, and people are going to buy into it because that's just what people are. They like the modern time. I personally never cared about setting. I don't care if a COD takes in the past, in the modern setting, in the future. If the game is fun, the game is fun. I just really hate the design choices for Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, including the red dot, some of the kill streaks being a little bit meh, and the nuke potentially being a 30 gun streak again instead of a 25. That's really all it is. Otherwise, I'm going to play the game, give you guys entertaining content, and continue on with my life. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. This is the most honest I've been in a minute. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys didn't get bored of my voice. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I'll see y'all later. Bye. I love you all.